course I would put on cologne for a video. That's just part of the whole package.
Did you also shave your legs for the video?
I guess you'll never know. Because guess what? Table here.
Exactly. And that's a great segue to today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Brew Doctor Kombucha Super Berry. And the reason I love it so much is because it's effervescence. You ever drink something and it clears the palate, making you ready for the next bite, ready for the next moment, ready for the next opportunity that might come your way? Look no further than the Brew Doctor. He will diagnose you a good time.
That's pretty incredible, actually. You know what? I know that's your bottle, but I'd like to purchase that off of you right now.
And I know you're not supposed to drink your own product on the pod, but...
Hey, shout out to the first sponsor of the pod.
So good. So good.
And mind you, I am not one to drink kombucha. Was never one to be into the arts. But this has a great taste. And I told my friend here how unbelievable it tastes. Tastes like a soda. But gut health is what it's all about.
Yeah, and you were asking me how many of these would I have to drink to cleanse your...
Just three a week for 2 weeks. That's more than doable.
Doctor prescribed that.
Doctor prescribed. He did prescribe it to me because I asked him. I was like, because why else would I ask him? You know?
Yeah, and that came directly from the Brew Doctor. Okay.
Oh, of course.
Prescribed, diagnosed.
So now I got my helping for the next 2 weeks that I have to just drink three per week. And then I'll see improved gut health.
Brew Doctor, you can find them at your local grocery store. You can order them online. You'll find them sponsoring the podcast.
It's just one
Dude,
of those weeks.
It's one of those weeks.
Okay. My friend.
So last week we talked about self-love.
Yes.
And I think we got into some very, very good topics and made it funny. This week...
Hey, as we do.
As we do. Is the grass green?
Oh, is the sky blue?
Is the Chicago Pope?
The Chicago has never been Pope.
The words are just going way faster than my brain is processing. I think it's the other way around.
It's the kombucha.
The kombucha, man. So, boundaries without guilt is this week's theme. And I wanted to start off with a very good story that, again, and I'm still coming off the high from Washington, D.C., CancerCon, all of these different things.
Of course.
And last week we talked about self-love, like when do I bring up my cancer card? When can I talk about these things? Well, I had to actively put into a real scenario when I went back to work. And so I work at 97.1 The Drive. We talked about it last week on the pod. You listened to my spot on the radio. Shout out.
Shout out.
And Stephen Tingle, one of the hosts in the morning show, he always loves to come back and bust balls with us, right? This guy's a fucking funny guy.
Just a classic ball buster.
A classic ball buster, for sure, was a class clown growing up. Now, I don't know his story.
Okay.
Everybody's got a story. And when you find someone that's just so in love with life, in love with being unapologetically themselves, there's a story behind it. So he goes, yo, so A-Train, he calls me A-Train. He's like, yo, A-Train.
A-Train, wow.
How's your weekend? Bro, in 0.2 seconds, I had to make the decision of, do I tell this guy that I went to CancerCon, I'm a cancer survivor, and go down that path? Or do I say, oh, it was a good weekend?
And he didn't know this before.
No, he doesn't know.
Of course.
So I'm like, fuck it. I literally just learned about setting boundaries, but also empowering myself to, hey, if I want to share, I'm going to share.
Nice.
If I don't want to share, I'm not going to share. And I'm not going to feel guilty. So I decided to share today without feeling guilty, because sometimes I'll share and be like, fuck, I don't think this was the right person to share it with. Like, you didn't deserve to know my story.
Now, why do you feel that? Because you like perceive that they took it on like real like heavy, or
so it's two things. It's in cancer
maybe they
survivors.
just don't know how to react.
Cancer survivors in general understand this feeling of like when you tell someone you're a cancer survivor, I don't want no puppy eyes. I don't want no sympathy. I don't want like, oh, that feels so
interesting.
Dude, I'll laugh about it. Like I don't need that from you.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I decided, all right, let me tell Mr. Stephen Tingle that I'm a cancer survivor, that I just went to CancerCon, and see how he reacts. I tell him that. I'm like, yeah, dude, I went to Washington, D.C. Oh, by the way, I'm a cancer survivor at CancerCon. 300 plus cancer survivors gathered here and gathered to, go through it together.
Mm-hmm.
He lights up, bro. He's
Really?
The type of lighting up where you're like, oh, I clicked, I did something to him. So immediately he starts asking me questions. Dude, when did this happen? Oh, 2020 during the pandemic. What type of cancer do you have? Anaplastic large cell, stage 4 lymphoma. Keeps talking to me, like asking me questions. I love when people ask me questions. Just curiosity. That's my love language. If you're just curious, you don't have to worry about sympathy. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to.
You just got him.
You got me. You got me by the ropes.
Got him.
Afterwards, he's like, yo, A-Train, man. No one knows this, but a few years ago, I had a brain tumor the size of a golf ball right in front of his forehead. Goes into his story.
Wow.
And I'm not going to share his story.
No.
Even though I just shared all of his story.
Well.
You know what? He's a public figure. Let's go into his story. He talked about just one day at the restaurant. This man is just eating, and then he just starts fucking yakking all over the place.
Oh, man.
And wakes up and had to be taken to the hospital. And then they do these CAT scans, and it was a whole process of figuring out what was wrong with him.
Right.
Got a brain tumor, we got to do surgery. And after the surgery, the doctors he goes blind. He can't see anything. And the doctors told him, hey, luckily that nerve, it's going to come back. If that nerve would have been any type of damage, you can't see for life. Moral of the story is, he lights up after I shared my vulnerability with him.
Interesting.
After all of that, and he's like, dude, I didn't know that about you. He's walking with a pep talk. Dude, I'm about to have the best day of my life. Not of my life. Okay, I'm exaggerating. No, I'm not. He had the best day of his life. Goes back to his back to doing his work. But it just gave me such a sense of what we're doing here on the pod, sharing our stories, being vulnerable. Dude, I'll get listeners telling me, saying, hey, I know a lot about you now. Good. Huh. Good.
Cool.
That's the point of this.
Yeah.
I don't want these things that we go through on day-to-day basis to just be kept in these asylums. And we think we're alone when we're not.
Okay.
There is always someone out there that will be like, dude, thank you for sharing your story, because now I don't feel alone.
Mm.
And that was just such a story of dude, what we're doing here is special. Somewhere out there, if even one person listening is like, man, those two guys, man, they get me through the week. And that's...
Shout out to those people. I'm sure we have somebody that... I'm sure we have people that listen every week. And you guys are who we're doing it for. Well, obviously we're doing this for ourselves. This is something that we like to do for fun. A lot of the times I tell this guy, and he tells me, he's like, bro, when we're doing this, it doesn't even feel like we're working.
It's not working.
We're just showed up, like to do this thing, whatever. Right? But we're doing it for those people that you guys listen to. That's real support. And you guys will never know how much that means to us. So keep doing it, baby.
And I love doing that. And that leads me into the next topic, which is North Coast Music Festival 2025, my friend.
Let me tell you, before we get into that,
that's a whole...
If I could get up and start clapping for that speech I just heard, I would. Hey, wow.
Oh, you get...
He stands up and he claps. That's how good he was. He stood up and gave his own clap. And as the audience, I'm like, wow.
No pictures. The
fucking balls on this guy, huh?
Dude.
Gives himself...
Balls of steel.
Balls of steel.
You remember, hey, I have metal nuts.
Well... Let me go ahead and just break that down for them real quick.
Yeah, break it down.
It's a funny little story. Then I'll show you that the boy's been hilarious for years. We were in Six Flags Great America. Shout out. Great America. Shout out Gurney, Illinois, right?
Gurney, Illinois.
Only reason people would ever go there, for the mall and for Six Flags.
The only reason.
Only reason, because where the fuck else would you be in Gurney, Illinois, right?
You're lost.
You're lost. Hey, I took a wrong turn down the fucking 290 or some shit. We're in Gurney. We're at Six Flags. We're on this ride. It was me, this guy right here, our third
blood brother.
Third blood brother, Eduardo, And your guys' friend,
Jaime Vargas, shout out Jaime. He's a pastor in
Hawaii.
the island of Kauai, and he is doing great things. He still owes me a phone call, but that's beside the point.
That's besides the point. We'll circle back to that.
We'll circle back. I'll actually send this clip to him.
It's very concerning that that phone call still hasn't happened. I was there when that was promised.
He did promise.
I was actually with Eduardo. Never mind. We were on the ride. We were young, bro. We were like what, 10 years? No.
Less than teens. No.
We were like 13 years old.
Yeah.
Like 13 years old, like the ages of 13, 12, and 11.
Hey, how old are we? Old enough.
I don't remember that. Wow.
Oh, that's
we'll get into that.
That's another story. That's Patreon.
But yeah, we were the ages 13, 12, and 11. And Jaime was, I believe, Wardo's age, right?
Yeah, 13, 14.
Yeah. We were on the ride. What is that? What's that one?
American Eagle.
American Eagle. It was my first time ever on that ride. I'm looking around. This shit's fucking all wooden boards and like steel lugs and steel, what are those shits called?
Screws, nuts, bolts.
But all wooden. Like, while everything else seems like it's metal, it looks sturdy. This shit, look, if you blow it at the wrong way, tumbles over.
Largest wooden roller coaster in United States.
And that is that's high up there. So you're not down to the ground. You're high up there, right? Whatever. We were going up. We were sitting. I was in the row. It was like me next to you, and then Wardo and Jaime were in the back. There was these two girls in front of us.
Besides the point.
That's only relevant because they're the ones that initiated it.
Besides the point. I remembered another story. Go on.
We're going up the fucking roller coaster, right? I'm just there waiting to meet my doom. That was like the first time I'd ever gone on roller coasters like that. So like your boy was a little shaky. Yeah. But by then I had already ridden the what's it called?
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull. So I was like, I was broken in.
You were used.
I was used by that point, right?
Properly, with respect.
And then we're going up, so I'm just kind of sitting there, but I'm just trying to joke it off, play it off in front of them, like, hey, bro, I'm not nervous. I do this shit all the time. Never done it. They made a comment. The girls in front of us made a comment about the fact that the ride was was just metal and wood. They're like, wow, look, this has like metal nuts and bolts and shit like that. Me in the background being a hilarious
comedian
12-year-old that I was like, I have metal nuts.
You know what else has metal nuts?
I butchered the delivery.
The delivery was everything.
12-year-old me would be upset at how 30-year-old me has been delivering it, but I said it. I killed them. I killed this guy next to me. Killed the guys in the back of me.
And then after the roller coaster, we all died.
I didn't even feel the ride. I was just floating the whole time.
Yeah.
Got out, and then we just all had a laugh.
So talk about...
And to this day, I have metal nuts.
So, to this day. Yeah, that was going to be my joke. But anyways, man, we've got a pair, enough to go around. Enough metal nuts to go around just within this room.
Metal nuts ratio to like square footing is crazy right now. Square footage to metal nut ratio is off the charts right now.
If they were to like come into the library right now and like have an inspection, they'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
They pull up with one of these radars. They're like, "There's an abundance of metal nuts here. Something must be done about this."
The alarm would just go off.
The fucking thing, the Richter scale is going off it's going off its rocker. I've never seen this amount of metal nuts in one place. The whole time it's just me and him.
It's just us, man. We can't go anywhere. Right. You can't take us anywhere. So
you really can't. You really cannot.
Segue into North Coast. How do we start that day off?
Let me tell you.
Picked each other up. I picked you up.
I don't know how we picked each other up.
We picked each other up by the nuts.
And then we were picked up to go to Uber. Oh, no, that was afterwards, though.
Yeah.
We had an unfortunate situation happen before we went to the actual place.
So we were trying to get some food.
Trying to get some grub.
Two brown guys in the middle of the suburbs just trying to grab some grub.
One more browner than the other. In terms of, like, looking at my skin color-wise. Yeah, pretty sick tan, though.
And we go to look for food.
Okay.
Just give me a sandwich, give me a salad, and we find a place. And
we were just looking for a salad. I was looking for a salad. That's all I was, because I was like, you know what? We're going to North Coast.
Okay, you take the story.
I don't want to eat something heavy. Just give me a salad.
I'll
throw it back to you. I'm sorry.
You're going to throw it back to me?
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Okay, and so I'll pick up right from there. So We go to this cafe. We park in the back. First of all, parking lot, stupidest parking lot I've ever been in my life. You got to do some stupid maneuvering to get in there, and luckily I'm a very good driver, so that was not an issue, but it was very stupid. Going through the back. The entrance is in the back. Also stupid.
Hey, man, I don't know what's up with that, yeah.
We walk into this establishment. Right off the bat, just waft cigarette smoke.
Waft is putting it kindly.
Very kindly.
Very kindly.
And immediately I go in, I start talking, well, and now I've got it. Immediately I already had that type of voice. Like, I've been a smoker for 35 years. I'm not even
smoker for 35 years.
I'm not even
2
30.
packs a day.
And we sit down and we look around the clientele, all middle-aged old white men. Every single one of them looking at us.
Yeah.
Like we don't belong.
Yeah.
And mind you, this is what, 2 p.m. on a Sunday?
This is also, where is this, Burbank? So
I don't know.
It's Burbank. So that, it's like, it's kind of weird that we'd be getting looked at, is what I'm saying.
Middle of nowhere. Nothing special out there either. And we sit down.
Shut up, Burbank.
We sit down. Immediately I'm like, dude, we got to dip. There's no way we're going to stay here. We got to dip. Waitress comes up to us. Hey, would you like a menu? No, don't worry about it. We're going to head out.
Oh my God. All right, so.
The audacity to sit down. Don't worry about it. We're going to head out.
On the point that you're saying that we walked in and we were waft, like again, that's putting it very kindly.
Very kindly.
I walked in, you smell that, you see the crowd. People, that's like a place, mind you, we were brought to this place because it was advertised as food.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck are we at a bar like that at 2 p.m., right? When it's like dark in there too, right?
It was like
dark and it was like.
Slot machines everywhere.
Yeah.
Slot machines everywhere.
It was empty, but there was like people that, whatever. So we walked in, you get punched by that smell, and I see what we're doing. I'm like, okay, this is probably a place where people come more to just like drink and stuff. I'm like, bro, the food here is not gonna be good.
No.
And the food here is not gonna be good because it smells like this. You're telling me they could whip up something tasty in the back? I don't believe you.
No.
So immediately I was like, you know what? We gotta dip. And then he said, yeah, bro, we gotta dip. And then we both walked out with that feeling like, hey, man, like, it was weird that we were there.
We survived.
We survived that.
We're survivors.
So, and then he was like, because the waitress did actually like, you guys want a drink or something? And he was like, no, I think we're just going to head out. We didn't communicate. So I was like, no, we'll be right back. Okay, we never went back. If anything, we ran.
So fast forward, we grab our food. We're good to go. We go to the North Coast. And immediately as we're entering the festival, so Edu, our third blood brother, couldn't make it. So you only had these two fine gentlemen, untamed,
well,
out and about.
Out and about.
Free to do.
The cage door was left open, and we got out.
And I grew opposable thumbs. I opened up the cage for us, and I said, let's gallop within.
Gallop. Wow.
Gallop within our rights.
Within our rights.
Within our rights. Don't be doing anything crazy for us to be put back into the cage. No. Okay. We're out.
Yes.
But with respect. With all due respect.
Out with respect is crazy. Out with respect at North Coast?
Out with respect at North Coast, galloping. So.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Just to paint the picture. We're at North Coast. I immediately felt a sense of, oh, this is what we're doing. And what I mean by that is there was a lot of people that I could sense, and I've been to Electric Forest back in 2019, Michigan, Roxbury. You go camping, you go enjoy some fantastic music, fun times, but the crowd at Electric Forest is the best crowd I've ever been a part of because of the people. And really? What type of people are these? These are the people that are really into like the wubs, people that appreciate the wubs, and I don't think you appreciated it. You didn't appreciate it before then.
No. Oh.
Before Wub Live, Wub Live is you can't appreciate it. You
cannot appreciate it. Yeah,
you can't be listening to no like Liquid Stranger or fucking Rez in your car driving to work.
Yeah.
What a wild thing to do.
No.
Now, Wubs in person So again, immediately I see the type of crowd we're around. I see people with electric forest gear, people with like pashminas over their head, fucking women with wearing nothing basically.
Like literally.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
Just
Like,
out and about.
Not
even a care in the world for a turf burn.
Like you could have. I don't even know what to say about it. Like
and
straight
so
up, booty ass naked out.
And so, two young, handsome single men out and about.
Remember, the cage was loose.
Cage was loose. We're galloping, and yeah, man, I immediately felt, oh, we're safe here. Like we don't gotta worry.
We're safe here.
We don't gotta worry about anything. And I am a very passionate dancer.
Yeah.
And bro, there's certain spaces where I could just let loose.
Right.
And this was one of those spaces where I could just let loose and just be free. Because again, the types of people, these people, they don't give a shit about what you think about them.
About anything, really.
Boundaries without guilt?
Not there.
There are no boundaries and there is no guilt. And those are the types of people, call back to our Boys Town night. It's
well,
fine.
Relax. Boys Town night sounds crazy. We went out to a place in Boys Town.
Yeah, and you liked it when you got touched up
by a woman. Again, please.
Sure.
Continue.
So,
damn it,
we're in a place where just anything can go. And what I mean by that is like expressing yourself. Anything could go, beyond that. But that's, I'm a religious man. I don't partake in those things.
Okay.
I'm saving myself.
Well,
I'm a
good,
virgin.
buddy. Listen, you coming on and telling me now has not stopped me from realizing this like 20 years ago that you were still a virgin. So
that's actually, yeah, that's my story. So we get there. Mind you, this is in Bridgeview.
Yes.
This is at SeatGeek Stadium where the Chicago Fire play.
Unfortunately.
Like 5 stages outside of the stadium.
Did you count 5? Was it 5?
I'm making it up right now.
Your boy.
Don't matter. 5 stages out, and we started to like go to every single one of these.
Yep.
And every time we went to a stage, I was like, dude, do you want to go? Yeah, let's go walk around and see what else there is.
Real easy going that day.
Real easy going, man.
Real easy going.
And we stumbled upon a lot of different things. So we watched like initially, the first person that we wanted to watch was Cream.
Yes.
Great recommendation.
That was my recommendation. That's why I wanted to go that day, because not only the fact that Zed was there at the end of the night, Cream was there. And that's something I just discovered this year. Like these two guys, these DJs. So I was like, okay, I gotta watch them. I'm so glad we did. That set went bananas.
Amazing.
And one of the things going into I was kind of a little bit concerned about going to North Coast after I did kind of look into it a little bit more, was because of the fact that you said that's kind of, I don't want to say primarily, but maybe it is primarily like a whoop whoop concert, right? Compared to what ARC is, which is more of the kind of the EDM and kind of techno music that I'm like, I've listened to, right? But so that's kind of, I was like, man, because he's right. You, outside of a venue like that, listening to the wub wubs like in the car, so it just doesn't hit the same. And now I know what he means. Being in person, I was like, yo, this kind of fucking bangs, But Cream did something that was different than that, and I was so glad that we were there and we did it, because I also just went nuts. I was dancing from the time we walked in to the time we left. Your boy was cutting up.
Cream was 6 to like 7:30. I kept checking my clock. I'm like, dude, we still have another 4 hours to go.
Yeah, fuck.
And I gave it everything I had.
That was a battle. We went home with battle scars.
Yeah.
Legs were cooked.
Hearts full,
drenched in sweat, but hey.
Pockets full of ducks.
That I like. Shout out to that one girl. Remember, she gave us those little charms.
And another person gave me one too. I didn't tell you about that.
Look at this man. He was even doing his own side missions.
I was doing my side missions. I was dancing, having the time of my life. And I felt like a woman next to me. And then I look over and I see her man next to her too. And, it's close quarters. And so you're just like kind of dancing, rubbing shoulders.
Yeah.
And eventually like the guy just like taps me on the shoulder. He's like, and he shows me a little duck. Bro, it's dark. I'm around a bunch of strangers. I'm not taking no shit from strangers. So I firstly, I like look at it. I'm like, what is that? Immediately, I thought it was drugs. And I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. And he's like, no, it's a duck. It's a duck. It's like, oh, no way. Cool. Put it in my pocket, continue dancing. And you'll find that a lot in these types of places where people come, they'll hand out little bracelets. They'll hand out little ducks. Some guy gave me a Jolly Rancher. I took it. I'm like, thank you. And I threw it away because I'm like, again, stranger danger.
Man, sucks that we got to be like that these days in life.
The amount of people, man. Even just this past week, I was talking to a friend and she was talking about how she knew someone that just had a fentanyl overdose.
That's crazy.
And I immediately set that precedence. Because obviously, like, I know you're not going to go crazy, but like, you always have to have like your wits about you. Well, you actually know you fucking did go crazy.
Hey, let's take it easy for a while, huh?
Wait a minute. This guy, I see you get offered a duck.
No.
I see you get offered a duck.
Go ahead and tell the story because I just told my story. I told this story to my coworkers earlier today.
I don't know, man. You were ready to party.
Listen.
Fucking licking your fingers afterwards.
That's not true. That's what they would call an exaggeration back where I come from.
Objectively.
Same thing happened to me. I was out dancing, and this girl behind us. Yeah, she was behind both of us. She just like pokes over like her hand and it has a little bear, like miniature like bear. It's like crystal things like that, right?
You didn't get a duck?
No, I didn't get a duck. I got a bear. I got a little teddy bear.
Huh.
Loser. No, if anything, a bear is even better. What are you talking about?
Than a duck?
Yeah, bro. What? I have a bear tattooed on. Okay. Besides the point.
First mistake.
She hands me the little bear, and now, of course, it's been a long day. Your boys had a couple. And I'm just vibing, having a good time. I was over here thinking, because listen, this shows you what kind of a good person I am.
Oh.
I believe the best of everybody.
Oh, wow.
Because I have been in situations where I've been at music festivals like this, and somebody offers me like something, and it's like what it actually is that they're offering me. So it's not like fugazi. So I was like, I chose to believe the best. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Popped it in. Thought it was
mouth
inedible.
first.
Thought it was inedible. Simple as that. That's where I'm gonna leave it. Thought it was inedible. And I was like, cool, man. She just shared an edible. Again, my heart's in a good place. I believe the best in people.
Right? I don't even know if like she gave it to you in your hand. You just went mouth first.
No,
you said, oh.
No. She put it right in my hand.
I saw two fingers disappear from that woman.
That is such horseshit. That is absolutely such horseshit. What do you mean?
I saw that, man. I don't know.
You were definitely looking at something else.
I don't know.
She put that shit in my hand. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I put it in my mouth. And she's like, wait, no, don't eat it. And I was like, oh. Because I put it in my mouth. I was like, wait, this shit's like hard plastic, bro. What is this?
Wild.
Took it out. She's like, no, don't eat it. It's a charm. I was like, oh. She's like, if you want candy, I have candy. And then she gave me a little like nurse box.
If you're hungry, man, just ask.
Hey.
Yeah.
Your boy was out there believing the best in everybody.
That was wild. No, but
it was a great time.
Wild. It was a great time.
That was a great time. We saw Zed. He put on quite a show.
What a fantastic show.
Really?
And
really makes you realize how many songs that he had out when like we were coming up.
Yep.
Like in such a specific period of time, like from maybe like 2012 to like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everybody out there also realized and looks back on those times like, man, life felt different back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something about life felt different back then.
Where you'd hear those songs come on the radio and you'd be like,
you'd be like,
turn that shit up. Turn that shit up.
Every song like that felt like a summer night.
Yeah. So what a good time. And then just for you viewers out there, after SeatGeek Stadium, you've got to plan your ride out.
Oh, please.
You've got to plan your ride out because I'll do a quick spark notes because no one wants to hear about tragic
I would want to hear about it so that I don't fall into this scam next year or next time I go.
For my viewers out there.
Unbelievable what I had to experience after having a great time.
You're welcome. And so afterwards, to try and call for a rideshare, near impossible. We had to walk 20 minutes outside of the stadium just to get
20 minutes
signal.
Is also putting it kindly.
22 minutes, walk outside of the stadium to just get signal to call an Uber. And I still didn't have signal, so you called the Uber. Mm-hmm. That Uber sent us right back to SeatGeek Stadium.
Oh, man.
And so us, being brilliant as we were, because we were completely not tired and ready to go home, went back to SeatGeek Stadium to look for said Uber, lost signal again, and then decided we got to walk.
I got to cancel this ride and we're going to have to walk it another 20 minutes. So we really walked like an hour.
Oh, we walked, like an hour and a half. And then finally we get on the phone with the Uber because that man called me. He's like, hey, man, you're going to have to walk an extra mile, like further down because the traffic was standstill. Like the traffic was absolutely standstill.
Mind you, he's the one that heard the call. I didn't hear any of this. So he's just telling me we got to walk more. Brother, we just spent the whole shift standing up, walked for an hour, now we got to walk more.
We were we sat down like maybe twice during the festival, but other than that, like we were standing, dancing for like 5+ hours, 6 hours, making sure to hydrate. I had my Camelback.
Yeah.
So yeah, eventually, that's beside the point, but overall experience, would you do it again?
Easily a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10 would do it again. I've been doing more stuff like that. Like I've been going to like more things like that, and I just don't know why I never went to them before.
You scared?
No, definitely not scared. I mean, I think we both can see that I wasn't scared just popping gummy bears in my mouth, but...
You did that out of fear.
Okay, well.
They're going to hate me if I don't do it. They're going to hate me if I don't lick their fingers.
Lick their fingers. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I wasn't thinking that night.
Okay.
Well.
So, good overall
great
experience.
Time.
Good overall experience.
Recommend it. And the fact that it's in because things like this happen in the city usually, right? The fact that it happened in Bridgeview and it was actually still a great time.
Mm-hmm. I love when they would be like, all right, Chicago, you ready for this? Bridgeview, water tower right behind them.
Yeah. All right, Chicago,
Bridgeview. Where's Chicago at? Bridgeview.
Yo, Chicago, the suburbs.
Chicago, we're doing this for you. Suburban kids.
I've never been here before. I thought this was Chicago. If I knew it was Bridgeview, I would have said no.
World tour and Bridgeview.
Imagine going to Illinois and they bring you to Bridgeview, bro. Where the fire plane.
Imagine world
Messi
tour.
Didn't even want to come here.
World tour, Chicago, dude. We got tickets. Where's it? Peoria.
Fucking Springfield. I guess Springfield's kind of cool. Buddy.
But yeah, that was a trip. That was a trip.
That was a good time. And the weather was perfect as well.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
We were out, man. But yeah, man.
We tried to get some content for you guys, but
we didn't get any content.
It got a little hard.
We got no content. I just took a picture of you.
I took one picture, 2 pictures.
You took a great picture of me, actually. Thank you for that. I'm very thankful. But
new caller ID alert.
We didn't have much signal. I wanted to get some stories going, right?
Yeah.
So you guys can see what we were looking at. But even just on my personal profile, posting a story took a little bit to post. So I was like, and I'm not just going to walk around my phone the whole time.
That's crazy.
What are we doing? Are you the kind of person, because I heard this opinion somewhere. They were like,
yes,
all these people that go to these shows, I think I read it on Reddit. All these people that go to their shows, pull out their phones and record videos that they're never going to watch ever again, instead of just sitting there and looking at it and taking it all in. Are you the kind of person, like, because if you record, do you watch your videos later on, or do you record and then you just never watch them again?
I took like maybe 5 videos, and I've been experimenting with my content where if I take video, I put it on 5x zoom.
Okay.
And that content just looks so fucking sexy. Like all my stories right now, if it's typically, like if it's a video, it's on 5x zoom, and it just looks very cinematic. Mm-hmm. Like you're kind of like, you're far away, but you're like zooming into something, but it's still far enough away. That makes total sense. So the only videos I took were kind of like that artsy style. Right. It wasn't me taking this like, oh my God, I'm watching Zed, or I'm watching Zed's dad, or I'm watching Rez, and I need to record this. No, like for me, it was like I love taking, I love photography. I love taking videos. So that was for me. Okay. But other people, I would stand in front of people, their phone in the air the whole time. And that's not me. No judgment, but you're kind of missing the point in my eyes.
Okay.
You're not experienced. Like, you're not present. Yes. You're not present if you're doing that the whole time. Now, I don't know the line of like, okay, you can only take 21 seconds worth of content and then you're in present. Like, no, it's not that. But I personally like to experience it and be present for those things. Like the one video I took of Zed,
I get that.
Like it was a song that it wasn't even his song.
He's like the producer, so he's like technically all his songs.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or
That
like
makes
the
sense.
beat maker.
That makes sense. That makes
DJ,
sense.
whatever you guys know. What I'm
They
trying
all
to
collab. He even played some Avicii.
say. Yeah.
So they all collaborate. And so the one video I took, I didn't even like record the beat drop. Right? Like I just recorded
you
like
weren't even thinking of that. You were just thinking of
my content.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just this beautiful video. Ooh, let me zoom in on that. Ooh, okay, rainbow colors. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. Okay, and that was that was the point of why I was taking video right before the beat drop.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to post that story of tagging along.
And it's funny you say that because I'm actually those people. I will record, but I don't do it the whole time because I'm also a firm believer that if you're paying for an event like that and you're there, well, you're paying an event for that because you want to see it live in person. You want to experience to see what it's like, right? So I try to focus on that, and I like to sit there and just take it all in. But I do like to record, and like if it's like a song that I know or something like that, I'll record the whole song because it's like it means something to me. I like the song, and I'll definitely be the one that I go back and I'll watch all these videos.
Yeah.
I have concerts that I've been to like in my life. I'll have videos from, and I'll just go back and watch them because it also kind of brings you back to like that time, that day, So
so I definitely I get it.
That's what I keep it for, but I'm not there, bro. Because even the few times that I was recording, my arm hurts. I already got both my legs hurting. Now my arm is hurting.
That's crazy. What are we doing?
Stop at the table.
Stop it. What are we doing? Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, man. I totally agree that I'm in the wrong and
10 out of 10. What would you give?
I'm in the right and you're in the wrong. Out of 10, 11.
Wow.
Yeah. 11. Great
I didn't
experience.
even consider that.
No, man. That's why I'm here. I'd do it again. All right. Next topic. You got a story? I got a story.
Please.
Okay. I'm reading this book. No, that's next topic. What do you think about going back to boundaries without guilt?
Yes.
And going back to the story, like taking your phone out and recording.
Yeah.
Hey, if your boundaries, I like to record and film throughout the whole thing, then that's your boundary. Don't be guilty about it.
Yeah.
If other people are like, I don't want to do that. That's your boundary. Don't feel guilty about it.
I like that.
And I asked my mom if I could share this story, and we could share this story. So my mom grew up without a biological dad. So my grandma is my biological mom. My grandpa, who I call grandpa, is not my biological dad, but that's or grandpa. But to me, that's my biological dad, grandpa. Now, my mom has always been of the philosophy, I never want to know my biological dad. I don't want to meet him. He didn't want to do anything with us, so I don't want anything to do with him. And understanding how, our culture comes from a very toxic masculinity embedded within religion. That's
a good description.
That creates a family dynamic where, and we'll see this in this, like we grew up watching this on movies, on TV shows of like the toxic masculine man, and then
we've talked about it.
The damsel in distress that allows that to happen. And why does this happen? Because man, and this is again, boundaries without guilt, a man will lose his purpose and his way, like whatever your purpose is, you gotta like take that and own it. If your purpose is to create a podcast, then don't let me catch you next week like, hey, bro, sorry, I got a date. Like, yo, miss me with that. Are you kidding? Like, we're building something here. Man finds a female that gives him attention, completely throws everything else away to do that thing.
Can't have that.
And then on the other side, why do we have females that think that they deserve a shitty man? Why do we have females that think, oh, he talks to me like that because he loves me, or he'll treat me that way, or that's just how he is?
That's a lot of copism, brother.
That's he does that. He arrives home and he's drunk and that's just who he is.
It's just a lot of copism, and I've like going off on the point that you said that like something like how our culture is. Sometimes in our culture as well, people will be so stuck on the way that they are, that that's just how I am. I don't have the ability to change. And that's just how I am. If anybody wants different, they got to change.
Right.
So it's when I hear situations like that, I'm like, no, because knowing how a person can change, because of the change that I've seen in myself over the years, change that I've seen in other people, and like when you decide you want to make a change for yourself and you do it, you realize that it actually is possible. So all the people that say, I am stuck in my way just because this is all I've known all my life, it's not true. And when I hear things like that, like you're saying about like, oh, that's just how he is. No, that's copism. You're coping with the fact that you don't want to accept that you're excusing somebody's behavior because it's easier for you to excuse it than if it is for you to ask them to change it. Because if you know that you ask them to change it, it's going to bring some negativity that ultimately it's like you're choosing to not feel, so you would rather downplay yourself to make the other person feel bigger, feel normal. And this ties back into what we're saying, boundaries without guilt. You are very much not displaying any boundaries there, but feeling all the guilt.
And why do we do that?
Fucking, you realize that?
Fucking hell. And then these two idiots come together and then they fucking resent each other after years of marriage and say like, oh, like it's your fault that I'm like this.
Listen, because I don't want to be that person. Like you hear so many. Oh, we're married. Honestly, I don't even know why we're still married, just because of the kids. Or we've been married so long, but now we hate each other. I don't want to get to that. I don't ever want to be that. How do people... Yeah, man. It's just... Things have to be determined. Things have to be worked out. Conversations need to be had. And if sometimes you got to call somebody out for something because maybe they're just oblivious and they don't realize that that's how they are. And if you got to call them out for it, if you really care about them, you will point it out. Because ultimately, that doesn't lead to them changing. I mean, we should hopefully lead to them changing. But that's not the goal. The overall goal is to just have harmony within the relationship.
Right. And, bro, that goes back to boundaries.
Like, and any kind of relationship, not just romantically. Any kind of relationship.
Any kind of relationship. And again, like say again, and it's very easy to make this about dating, right? Like we're both two single men.
Yeah, surprisingly.
By choice. By choice.
By choice.
By choice. You know,
Are you saying I'm not by choice?
No, you're definitely not by choice. I'm sorry, brother.
What does that mean? Say it. I don't get it. I'm not single by choice. Are you saying I'm ugly?
Hey, I didn't say it.
I knew it.
We are blood, so.
Copism.
How else do I make you feel like you're worthless and you keep coming back?
All right, please continue.
Okay, so give this scenario. You find a woman, I find a woman.
Right.
The only day of the week they can hang out is on Wednesdays. What do you do? What do you do?
Just to paint the picture for you guys, we do this on Wednesdays.
It's booked. We're booked. Wednesdays, sorry, I got to go record a pod. What do you do in that scenario?
You have to play it out in the as...
Boundaries without guilt.
Boundaries? No, believe me.
There's a wrong answer here.
Let me cook. You have to play that in the most strategic way possible. And I'm not saying strategic that you want to like cheat somebody out of something or make them like, kind of like lie to somebody. But you need to put it in a priority that, or put it to the person that is, look, I am building something that I started before I met you. And it would seem kind of unfair to the rest of my partners that I kind of gave that commitment to, that I would kind of just bail on them, not because I have you. Now, believe me, if that's my little shorty, I'm going to do whatever I can to make both things work. Because, it's one thing, like, you can show up for your responsibilities and handle them, but you could also, if you have some time afterwards, make that other things happen too.
I just thought, like, just bring her.
Bring her somebody. Listen, if I'm going to be dating you, you're going to be on the camera or some shit. If Wednesday's the only day we can hang out, I am bringing you here and you're going to sit out there and you're going to read like from books from A to Z or something. We're going to figure it out, babe. Have no fear.
Put him to work.
Yeah, I need you to clock into the pod, report your hours. We get a little payroll going.
We have an extra seat. Hey,
we have an extra seat.
You want to be behind the camera? You'll be behind the camera.
Hey,
We can jump on the. Yeah, dude, for real though.
You want to be the what's it called? The eye candy? Please, be my guest.
Man, no, that's eye candy for us only.
Yeah,
We can't just be giving
Think
that
I would
away.
show you guys my girlfriend?
Come on. No. Eye candy? Talk about candy from a festival? You're just going to be, ooh, that's all yours.
Woo!
No, I like what you're saying, though. Like that, and that's literally the boundary without guilt. Babe.
And sorry, to finish off my point.
All right, fuck my point.
Bro, it's not about fuck your points. You know, we've had it before here that I'll lose my train of thought real quick. And all these ideas will just poof. That's why you present it to her in that way. And you present it to her in the fact that you are also important to me. That's why I'm also telling you I am not completely not accepting the fact that we just can't see each other. You show her, hey, you mean so much to me, so I want to make both things work because both things are equally as important. Something that I'm creating from scratch in one place here with my cousin, my blood brother, and something else that I'm creating from scratch with somebody that could be a potential lifelong partner. If there is a will, there is a way. And you best believe that if I leave here late, and I gotta go spend the night at my girl's house or something like that.
And put in more work? Clock in?
And clock in again, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give her.
Wow.
Please.
Wow. No, I like what you said. It's not about I can only do this or this.
Yeah.
It's I can do this and this.
Yeah.
And that's when I believe your life clicks on to overdrive. When you unlock that part of it, how many people are complaining? I got work and then I got traffic and like I don't know, I can't go work out afterwards. Or and don't get me wrong, we're two single people with very little responsibilities. So also we don't know the responsibility of like being married and having kids and having a home and all that, but we can still talk shit. So the people that come in and complain about traffic and then complain about work and then complain about traffic going home and then complain about that they don't have enough time to go to the gym and then complain about they don't have enough time to do that. I bet you out there, there are people that make it all work and they're not complaining.
You don't have to bet me, brother, because I know there's people out there that make it work because and I'm not one to be like promoting the grind culture that you have to 24/7 hustle. No, not at all. But there are people out there that because they want it so bad, they will make it work. How many people are out there that work multiple jobs and still find a way to have insane bodies? It's about what it is that you want, and then you make it happen. We all have the same amount of hours in a day. Sometimes you're not going to be able to make both things happen, but the fact that you're trying, you're there, you're going for it, already puts you in a better place than the person that says, hey, look, I'm busy, so I can't do either.
Right. And then they go home and scroll TikTok all day.
And and just crank one out and just go to sleep.
So again, as a man, speaking as a man, we've got to be able to set up a boundary without guilt.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my time where I do this. Let's make some other time available so we can do this. So that as men, we don't fall to the trap of our ancestors and the first woman that opens their legs for us and, we got a baby now. Now, everything just went out the window.
Everything. Because at that point, that becomes the bigger picture. And now everything you're doing is not for you. It is for that baby.
Yeah, man.
Because if you were ballsy enough to...
Go balls deep
and splurge.
Wow.
You got to have have the equal amount size balls to be able to take care of that baby.
Now others have different metal nut to square area within a room ratio. But...
Well...
We all have that responsibility. No, man. But another, even going off of that, I saw our cousin Sasha this past weekend. Shout out, Sasha.
Shout out.
Dude, powerhouse of a woman. Her managing her 3 kids that she tagged along. Obviously, we have an uncle here that she was visiting. And it was just such a breath of fresh air to be able to share a space with my older cousin. She's not 10 years older, but around there, 10 years older than me. Where when I was young, I thought she was, she's 35 right now or something. When I was young, I thought she was 35. She could have been 35. I didn't know. I was
excuse me, why you told her she's probably 16?
But that was the older cousin, right?
Yeah.
Hanging around the adults.
We thought the same thing, Chris.
And she knows, how to manage everything. But bro, I love that, she came here because one of the things that, these girls did, which was, it was her, who else? It was, Lizzie, our other aunts, but my uncle's like his current wife, and then his ex-wife, which was her stepmom
at one point.
But then also she got her actual mom, like where she came from. So all these people came together to just be together. Like Sasha's in town, and because of Sasha, we all want to hang out with her. Now you got to go put your shit to the side, like whatever history you had, however you feel about whatever happened with like the divorce that happened in our family and all of that, and be like, it's not about that. You got to go figure your shit out, and if you don't want to figure your shit out, then you can't hang with us. Boundary without guilt.
Boundary without guilt, brother.
And then just to like tie it all back to like my mom, she grew up without a dad, and that guy fucked up, and he's still out there somewhere. But she set that
contact.
Never set that boundary. Like I never want to. Like I have nothing. What
more power to her, honestly.
But now, like her uncle, like biological dad's brother, had kids, and they're like reaching out, like wanting to have a relationship with my mom.
Wow.
So now it's like twice removed. Now it's like, okay. And this, like, I love the topic for today, boundaries without guilt. Okay, you set the boundary with like your biological dad, right? And great boundary. Don't be guilty about that. Only you can decide if you want to do anything with that. But now, the kids of another relationship, how are they? You can't blame them for what happened over the consequences of that. You can't blame them for that consequence.
Well, maybe she didn't even know him.
And she knows that one of them lives here in the United States. My mom has zero family other than like her kids here in the United States. So imagine hearing that, like, hey, I have family, like cousins that had nothing to do with what like my biological grandpa did, wanting a relationship. Now she's got to deal with like boundaries without guilt. Like, do I set that boundary? Do I want to meet with them? Do I not want to meet with them? And that's to each their own, man. Like whatever you choose, you just got to commit to it.
Oh, gotta commit to what you choose, even if you gotta hurt somebody's feelings in the positive sense. Because if they're not respecting the boundaries you're setting, that's what I mean. Like if you gotta hurt their feelings and tell them, okay, look, this is not gonna work or something like that, then commit to what it is that you're picking to do. And trust that it's for the ultimate benefit of everyone involved. Mm-hmm. You know?
And be okay with the consequences.
Be okay with the consequences. That's probably the scariest part sometimes, just being okay with the consequences, right? But if you know that things are always working out for your good, you know that you got to do your part to set boundaries where you need to set them.
That's all we can do.
That's all we can do. Who are we without boundaries, huh? We are me and you in North Coast this past weekend. That's what they are. People without boundaries.
If you go even deeper, we're all one.
Kind of felt that at that place.
Right.
In North Coast.
Yeah.
Like when there would be like drops.
Yeah.
And everybody would react the same way.
No boundaries.
No boundaries. Everybody is just connected. Everybody. That's what I love. Actually, because I never really spoke about that when you were talking about it. I love that you're in a place where you can literally be free. Mm-hmm. People are there being their absolute, just most normal fucking self.
Weird stuff. I'd say
weird fucking
They're weird.
Self.
Like everyone's weird.
Some people were dressed up as like we saw these two guys dressed up as straight up like grandmas.
Oh yeah.
We got the girls that are out here butt ass naked.
Bananas.
You got people with like masks on and shit. People with like all kind of crazy like clothes, design. You know,
Super Saiyan Goku was out there.
Super Saiyan. We saw Goku. We literally saw Goku. That's crazy. And everybody's just there being all accepting. Or I don't know if it's all accepting, or just not caring.
Well, it is that. It is.
It's acceptance into not caring because everybody's just accepting.
And you know how you get to that point? When you accept yourself.
Yeah.
When you got your own proper self-love.
Sense of self. And, hey, what you do has nothing to do with me. But you're a cool person. You give me a bear, you give me a duck, you give me a Jolly Rancher. All right, cool. Yeah, and everybody's just vibing together. If it could all be so simple. I always say that when I see things like that, when I see groups of humans like all collectively working as one or something, getting along, I'm like, it could be so simple. Where do you feel like that happens often? I feel like music festivals is the only place that I would feel is like that. I do get that sense at going to see comedy shows. Okay.
I do get that sense where, and the reason why it's because you got like a performer, whether it be music or whether it be telling stories, it's the same. Like all of us are just in a trance state listening to the exact same thing.
That trans.
And you're producing a noise. You're whatever that noise is whether you're like, and for a split second at Zed, these people around us would start like after a nice beat drop would just start going, hey.
Oh, they would
hey.
have their own ad-libs. They would be going like, ooh, ooh,
yeah,
ooh, ooh, and shit.
like,
and then like just one guy started and like everybody kind of, you know?
So for a split second, I was like, yo, that's crazy. But then
it started going with it.
I became him.
Yeah.
Why? Because man, when you're in the trance state, like with comedy, where you're just like, you don't know what to do other than your body just produces a sound.
Yep.
However, it could be an ugly laugh, it could be a funny laugh, it could be whatever laugh.
Yep.
You're at a music festival, that drop just came down and your body's just like, ooh, like it just makes that, because that's how you're expressing yourself.
Yeah.
And again, going back to man, just what a place to just be yourself.
Be your
You don't got to be anything else.
Be the fucking freak that you are.
Hey.
And we saw some freaks too.
I'm here for it. Back. After a Brew Doctor
That
ad-lib.
break was sponsored by Brew Doctor.
Brew Doctor. Let me drink a little bit on the pod so that they know.
Listen, we're not gonna get tired of telling you guys. Your gut health is important. Like my friend just shared to me, gut health equals mental health.
Equals
So
sexual
drive, performance, gusto. What is that thing that they call?
vibrato. Man.
You're a man, bro.
How?
You want to get laid by chicks? Drink kombucha.
Wow. Speaking as a virgin, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, another funny story. Okay, we're going to end this off with reading a book.
Okay.
You'd like this book.
Okay.
It's called The Midnight Library.
Midnight Library. I think I heard of that before.
I posted it on my story today.
That's what it was.
Exactly. And I'm not done with the book yet, but the whole premise is so beautiful. Okay, this woman is very depressed with her life. She's made decisions that have made it so that she didn't become an Olympic swimmer.
Okay.
She made the decision that she didn't become a glaciologist. She was about to get married to this guy, left the man at the altar 2 days before getting married.
Okay, what's going on here?
She's got a cat. She's got a cat. And she's the type of cat owner that lets her cat go outside. Gets a knock on the door. Hey, sorry, I found your cat on the side of the street, dead. So she kills herself. Simple as that. She kills herself, ends up at the Midnight Library. And the Midnight Library, how this book kind of portrays it, and if you've ever watched Interstellar, the last scene where they end up in this like massive book labyrinth, it's the same exact concept where it's like infinite universe theory. Now, every single one of these books is a different decision that she could have made in her life. And there's a guide there. So she has a librarian there, Mrs. Elm. She was like her childhood, mentor.
Okay.
And Mrs. Elm tells her about like what the Midnight Library is, and she gives her a book, and it's this massive book of regrets. Most obvious regrets: didn't become an Olympic swimmer, didn't go study glaciers in Antarctica, didn't marry this person, didn't XYZ, cat died, all this. And again, this woman just killed herself. She was ready to end it. She had no purpose in life. Now, what happens is she can choose any one of these regrets and make a different decision. The librarian will go and get the book, and okay, this is the book in which you made that decision. And I'll just share this one story, because this one's like
very heavy, bro.
It's heavy, bro, but it's so good.
Yeah.
And so she immediately chooses, she's like, okay, I really, really regret not marrying Dan, which was his name. Give me the version of my life where I can go and see that. And she opens the book, wakes up, and she's in the middle of
wakes up so she gets to live it.
She lives it. Yeah. Dude, it's a great book.
What the hell?
And the chapters are like 2 to 5 pages long, so it's a quick read, bro.
Okay.
She wakes up, and Dan, the husband's dream had always been to open up a pub in the middle of nowhere in the UK. Mm-hmm. Not middle of nowhere, but middle of nowhere. Wakes up, she's in this life. She's married to Dan. They've got the pub. It's outside. Like, wow, like we did it, like. And she starts to interact with the husband, and immediately she gets like the ick. She's like, oh, I remember why I didn't like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow or another, she brought up, like in the story too, she gave up her piano. In another life, she lived out that life of like becoming a rock star, right? But in this life, she gave up piano and got like a very passive aggressive answer from her husband saying like, yeah, you were never really that good.
Okay.
So now, and so she gets that and she's like, oh, fuck. There was a reason why I didn't like this guy. There was a reason that I decided to say no. There was a reason for that. And how the book goes, as soon as they get like the ick and they're like, wait, this life is not for me, immediately comes back to the Midnight Library, and that regret goes away.
Oh, what, dude?
So now
I need this.
So now imagine this story of, fuck, you have a whole long list of regrets, but you just need perspective on them. How many times are we sharing narratives in our head and we live them of like, I'm not good enough, or I should have done this, or I should have done that. But really, there was a reason for it. There's a reason she didn't marry this guy. There was a reason her cat died, spoiler alert. There was a reason like all these different things happened. And I think we really have to set up like a boundary with ourselves when like these narratives try and come back up. We need to like learn to shut that down and be like, no, like I'm okay. Centering back to the present. Set that boundary. When these things come up, no, I will not let you, the past, control what's happening in my present. That will ultimately affect my future.
That's crazy. That's so good. First of all, that's a really good book. I would be interested in that.
It's a great book.
But what a concept. What a concept of story. Wow. I mean, think about it. Imagine your life if you had the choice to make like that. Or if you had the option or possibility to be able to go out and clear out your regrets.
On a lighter topic, what's your biggest regret?
Oof. Not buying a house when I was 8 years old. Back in 2008. And I'm going to close it at that.
All right, brother.
What's your biggest regret in life?
Literally, as a fetus, not investing in
Bitcoin.
Real estate.
So we share the same pain.
Yeah.
Let me know your guys' biggest regret.
What's your biggest regret?
And maybe we'll talk about it next week. How about that? I promise. All right.